Capricorn, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-December 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Capricorns out there. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me about the Cappies in mid-December. Almost your birthday season, my friends. Let's see what energies, messages, insights we could take a little peek at. And yeah, we're just going to start off by looking at this first card real quick. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for the Cappies, please. What is going on? What's the vibe? What's the energy swirling around, my good friends here? What is happening? Oh, there we go. Nice and quick. All right, cool. Oh, we have the Femme Fatale. I haven't seen her in quite a while. She's one of the oracle cards in this deck that don't always show up. Now, I love her because she's super confident, but there's an edge to this card. There's always something like, hey, you might want to watch out for that. Now, this isn't necessarily a rough or challenging energy. There's just something about it. Now, before we fully dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more about this Femme Fatale. So you see her there, lovely lady, dressed all in red. There's a lot of little subtle imagery in this card as well. Notice at the bottom, there's Venus flytraps. She's holding a rose with a thorn. This is a card of beauty, confidence, aesthetics. So for some Capricorns, maybe you're feeling good. Maybe you're feeling very confident about certain things or situations. This is a very tempting, appealing type of energy. But like I said, there's an edge. There's a certain temptation to it or a certain danger. So for some of you, there could be situations that, hey, it might look awesome. It might look perfect. It might look great. You got to be cautious. And yeah, for some of you, that could simply be the message, like, hey, there's something, you just need to be careful when you're dealing with this or with that person or with this situation. So again, I don't feel like this is a bad card. Now, a lot of you might be changing something about your look or your aesthetic too, but we're just going to leave it at that for now. Let's get into tarot and see what's up. All right. 3 cards in the upright, then we'll get into that intuitive, juicy stuff. But yeah, I always say this first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you going here. What do we got for the Cappies? And while we get this shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled A Serious Situation. Now, when I usually give a reading that title, it means one of two things. Either something pops up that you need to take it seriously, or there could be something you need to take more seriously. Kind of ties in with what we have going on here. Or it could just be something you're already dealing with. And it did feel very strict in its ways last week. So we're going to hope for the energy to soften up a little bit. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you. Because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards for the Cappies. I'm very intrigued to see if that energy continues to bleed over from last week. So let's see what's going on. What is happening? Thank you. I mean, we're off to a good start. At the very least, 10 of Pentacles, that's huge. That's huge. I'm going to try my best not to get too overly amped up about this, but this could be a very, very good result. Let's get a couple more. 8 of Wands. All right, big action. And that's nice because I feel like this complements this 10 of Wands because it's like very grounded into the action. Let's get one more. Some of you might be receiving some really good news here when this energy shows. And we have the 8 of Cups, so double 8s. We have number signs and synchronicities starting to show up already here. So I could already feel it. It's going to be a layered one, but there is like so much action moving here, and it feels okay to me. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, I like the elemental mixture. I get a little concerned when I see like all the same elements straight across the board. Like if this was all earth or all fire, I'd be like, okay, that's a little imbalanced. But we have earth, we have fire, we have water. So this could be separate things. This could be different aspects of the same situation. There's a lot of similarities with these energies because they're in motion, they're moving, coming from a good grounded place. So overall, the energy is looking like there's a lot of potential here. So just knowing this time, maybe there are certain situations there might be potential there. But let's go through piece by piece and really start to build it out. Position number one, we're starting with one of the best cards in the whole entire deck, the 10 of Pentacles. And you see it there, it's a whole happy family. They have pets, 10 Pentacles. To me, this is a huge card of leveling up. Now, you are an Earth sign, Cappy. So this is an energy you could totally vibe with. Some of you might just be in Pentacle mode, work mode. This is a big card of increase, level up. So we could be seeing various different wins or victories. Now, when we get into the more subtle nuances of this card, sure, it could represent our family, the people around us, it could represent the home, or just the material world itself, things involving real estate. But to me, this is a card that's win victory based. So it's a really, really good result. It's very expansive. The challenge, you might ask, because you know I always give both. The 10 of Pentacles can be very planted. In its worst case energy, it could be very stubborn. It's stuck, it's set where it's set, and I mean, you get what you get and you don't get upset type of energy. So hopefully you haven't been dealing with something that's been a little frustrating or moving slow. But again, to me, Capricorn is a very adaptable sign. I feel like this is starting good. And speaking of the stubborn energy, notice how it all frees up as we move along. Moving into the center, we have the Eight of Wands. Beautiful. One of the fastest moving cards in the whole entire deck. Now, the Eight of Wands is a card of conversation, communication, talks of different kinds. So it could be a fiery back and forth. It's an explosive energy, right? I don't feel like it makes too many ripples here just yet. But these 8 arrows or wands are just cutting through the sky really quick. Now, this card could just represent action in general. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of talking, and coming off this 10 Pentacles, it could be some really good news coming your way. Now, the downside to this card, and aside from all the communication basis, it's action, it's on the move, but it's unpredictable. With most fire cards, there's a certain level of volatility. Yes, it's an explosive energy, but it's very unpredictable, where it's like, okay, well, I didn't know it was going to go that way. I didn't know it was going to take a left. So there could be certain situations where it's like, okay, it was solid, it was sturdy, everything was fine, and then boom, it's like a curveball or a big twist. So I'm kind of picking that up a little bit here. And we'll discuss it further when we clarify it. Now, moving to the back end, we have the second 8. We have the 8 of Cups. So with the double 8s in the main part of the spread, in this time, watch out for signs, synchronicities, omens. Your guides and spirit team could be sending you extra signs in this time. But to me, the 8 of Cups, it's another action card. Now, a lot of readers just see this and they're like, okay, it's somebody walking away from something, or it's somebody ending something. And of course, this card can mean that. But to me, it's just action. Like, this person's not just walking away from the 8 of Cups, they're moving towards the 9. So they're moving towards really good stuff. So again, some of you, it depends on your situation. There could be something you're wanting to move forward with. There could be something you're wanting to move away from. We just need to look into the finer details. And another thing with this card, with the repeating 8, it's at nighttime, there's a moon, there's something mysterious here, especially with the unpredictability of the 8 of Wands right next to it. So there's a lot of little nuance to all these energies that are coming out. So I'm getting, and that makes sense. I saw for you in recent weeks as well, there's like this little unpredictable energy floating around the Cappies. But I want to dive deeper on all of it, my friends. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Let's get a good shuffle here for my Capricorn friends. Let's see what's happening, please. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 10 of Pentacles. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Cappy, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, let's see what this really nice, solid energy is about. What's going on here? That 10. Thank you. I mean, something... All right, this is presenting in a couple of different ways, because I will tell you this, Capricorn, this energy doesn't seem to be budging. Okay, so again, for some of you, maybe this is something about the routine or just something you've been dealing with for a long time. To me, it's just a very predictable energy. It is what it is. It's set. It's good. I like it that way. I like what I like, and I like it this way. It's very particular. That's what I'm getting intuitively here. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, that's a card that could represent you. It could be another earth sign, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And Knights are about action. So interesting that we have this little action all throughout the reading, but this is the slowest mover. It's also a talker, a communicator. So it's like we have this chit chat, we have this talking, we have some action moving. And with this slow guy here, it doesn't always have to be delays. It doesn't always have to be problems. To me, of course, this could represent a massive winner victory coming your way. If we're taking the most optimistic mindset here, to me, it's like this is something great coming in, and it has long lasting potential. So that's good. But intuitively, I can't let go of that one message I'm already feeling where it's like, okay, well, this is set. It's set up that way for a reason, and I like it like that. It's like very predictable. It's regimented. It is what it is. So I think it's okay. But the thing that we really want to keep our eye on is how the energy shifts here, because life doesn't always serve us things that are set in stone like that, right? But let's keep moving. We're not going to get stuck here. I feel for a lot of you, it's either one of those things. Either it's like a really good, claimable, win-based energy, or it's just something that's set. You like it like that. It's very predictable, which isn't a bad thing. But let's go in on that, the Eight of Wands. See why that's here. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Okay. And there's the twist. And I've been feeling that since the beginning. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so in this time, watch out for like unexpected or surprising talks, whether it's people that pop up out of nowhere or it's subjects you weren't expecting, where it's like, oh no, I thought everything was fine. Where's all this coming from? There could be people approaching you about situations and with things where it's like, all right, that kind of came out of left field. So I feel for a lot of you, this could be that, either an unexpected or a surprising talk. But I also get this vibe with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Wands on top of it, aside from that communication-based type of energy. To me, this 100% feels like a twist, because we have the predictability. It's very sturdy, very solid here in the front. Then in the center, it's like, boop, it flips, boop. Let's just keep moving. It's coming through very simple for you this week, Capricorn. I don't think it's like anything we need to be too concerned about. But yeah, once again, either it's an unexpected, surprising talk, or you're just approached with something like where the hex is coming from, or again, it's just a twist where something that was predictable is suddenly acting much different. So let's go in on that Eight of Cups here. Let's see what's up with the Eight of Cups and see what's happening for the Cappies, please. Thank you. Four Cups in reverse. And this really might spur you to action, to start making some moves of some kind. If not you, it's somebody else. Now, I will say this, if you are going through anything problematic, I know there's a time and a place for everything. Sometimes you want to just keep quiet for whatever reason, or not approach it, or not solve it for the time being. But sometimes you do want to take action, you want to jump on it. So I feel for whatever this is that's showing up here, you don't want to just let it slide. There's something that you shouldn't let it slide, and you should make moves immediately. Big action here. Now, again, that could be somebody else where it's like, all right, yeah, predictable, not predictable, changes coming here on the back end from someone where it's like, no. That I didn't sign up for that. It's like giving me that kind of energy here, which is really intriguing. Now, the Four of Cups, if it showed up in the upright, it's somebody mulling something over. They're thinking about it, like, should I go do this? Should I go do that? What? They're strategizing. They're planning. When it's in reverse, it's like, I'm not sitting around anymore. I'm changing something up. So again, whatever this is that's showing up here in the center, I feel like it's very important to address it, and address it quickly. Okay, so just know if any problems or situations pop up, or if something's brought to your attention, the best course of action for you would be to just like pounce on it. Get right into action, and don't let it linger for whatever reason. So again, nothing too bad, nothing like treacherous here, but like something kind of goes off the rails a little bit. Let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, I'm loving this energy in the front end. To me, this is probably the best alignment within the whole entire reading, because the 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, that's an energy of you. So for a lot of you, something great could be coming in the short term. It's a level up type of energy, a win victory, especially in the monetary career-based realm. That's really good. But at the same time, I was getting a very particular energy where it's like I have something set up away for a reason. It's set up like that, and that's how I like it. For some of you, it could just be something you're pleased with, whether it's something about your routine or how something's going, how something's moving. It's like, okay, this makes me feel nice. Moving to the center, we have this explosive twist based type of energy, because we have the 8 of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles showing up in reverse. So this once predictable energy, it's like, okay, where did this come from? What the heck is happening? It's like giving me that type of vibe. Now, it's not like the sky is falling, but to me, it definitely indicates some sort of change coming in, a big change for some of you. And it could just be an unexpected or surprising talk too, where someone just hits you with some information you weren't expecting to hear about. Moving to the back end, this will cause some change. This will cause some action, whatever this is in the center, because the 8 of Cups, it's moving, and the 4 of Cups in reverse. I'm not going to sit here and think about it too much. So anything that pops up, whether good, bad, or indifferent, it's very important to take action quickly. Okay, or don't hold your tongue, don't bite your tongue. If there's something that pops up that you're not really feeling in this time, super important to just address it quick, get it going. And that's the main vibe I'm picking up here. So very intriguing reading this week. If that's not you, it's going to be somebody else, where it's like, okay, there will be an aftershock from whatever this is in the center. But yeah, please take a screenshot if you want to look at it further. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for the Cappies. What is happening? And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. And yeah, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this going. Thank you. 8 of Cups again. So the shadow card matches exactly what we have going on over there within the reading itself. So again, the action, we did go pretty in depth about this 8 of Cups, and I gave you the positives and the challenges of the cards. So let's dive a little deeper into the 8 of Cups and really talk about the shadow work, shadow side of this. It could be feelings of abandonment. This could represent someone that feels like they've been left behind, or someone just bailed on something. This could sometimes be the energy of giving up as well. So there could be something in this time where you're either tempted to just walk away or give up from it. This doesn't have to be bad, though, because the journey continues. That's the one thing I want to say. Yeah, the shadow side, it does deal with some difficult situations, but when I see the 8 of Cups, it's like the journey is continuing. The journey's not complete. There's something that's not set in stone just yet. So this can be really good, but just watch out in this time for feeling lonely or isolated too, because that is part of the shadow side. But yeah, Capricorn, we're just going to leave it at that, my friends. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out my digital calendar and book one at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. But for the December subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my favorite decks, the Everyday Witches Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what do you want Santa Claus to bring you this year for Christmas? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.